Yesterday, Dana was like, "Can I see your corpse feet?" When we hit 100K followers, I'll show my Tales from the Crypt feet.
My pillow is wrong.
Did you like the second Wicked?
Well, that's a great thing that we can start talking about.
I've seen a lot of people before they go see it, they're all hype and they're like, "I'm going to go see Wicked." And then radio silence. Hold on. Your little bangs have gotten long, though.
You just sounded Jamaican when you said that.
I know, I noticed that.
Gotten longer, though. It's very confusing to see all of the episodes all together because I'm like, I hate that
I know, I
angle.
can see the evolution of how I got fat. Hold on. That was my body rejecting that statement.
Yeah, it
because
was.
I'm not fat and
You're not
body
fat.
dysmorphia.
Can we pop the champs before we start talking about Wicked?
Duh.
So we're coming to you live from a post-Wands experience where Felicia so kindly, thank God it was at Wands because we love you, Juan, but Felicia said it was my birthday, and then she said...
Very unassuming. I didn't think that... I forgot that they even do that.
But she was... To be fair, you were trying to get me a shot.
Yeah.
We didn't need a shot because we had 2 margaritas and we felt like... we didn't even finish them. We had like 1.5 margaritas.
Yep.
And we felt buzzed, which, I mean, I don't know if that says that... Our
But
drinking is better or worse.
Yeah.
We didn't need a tequila shot, but then you said something to Juan about how it was my birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm literally I think Juan's going to get our check. And I'm like, thank God. I have PTSD from going to Texas Roadhouse and somebody saying that it's my birthday and then you have to get on a saddle. And as I'm telling her the story,
That's like exploitation. By the way.
here comes Juan with a sombrero and the rest of the team with maracas.
Okay, everybody. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
At Juan's, though, I will allow it just because we love Juan.
We do. We
But
love Juan.
it still is very embarrassing, and I don't like birthdays.
Also, do you know what this stands for?
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Wait, show the camera.
Shoot it at the
Camera.
camera.
You can pop it for real, though, because it's a birthday. So don't.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
It's a birthday. Oh, my word. Holy smokes. This shit's like...
Holy smokes. Go ahead. You can do it.
I'm trying. I can't grip it.
Yeah. I have the hiccups.
It's
Why?
like in there.
That's what she said.
Ow, what was that?
That was
What?
my wrist. Oh my God.
Told you. Don't aim it at your face.
I can't. It's not even budging.
I know. All right.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. This is the grip. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do it in the mic so we can hear it.
Ah! Jesus Christ.
The blankie.
That was a good one.
So do you feel old or what?
No. I don't really feel any kind of way. I don't know. I mean, we've always been this way about birthdays. Like, some people really, really care about their birthdays. And I do remember there was a point in time. Oh, hold on. Welcome to We Weren't Crazy.
Welcome to We Weren't Crazy. Cheers.
We've been buzzed for 3 hours. We forgot how
I already have a
it works.
headache.
Yeah, Sam, I'm already getting sleepy. Even her
Off of 2
hair of the
margaritas.
dog. We used to drink 4 at a time.
We would drink a pitcher.
No, we never got pictures. They would melt.
We would get a pitcher of sangria.
No, we wouldn't.
Yes, huh? I have a video from New Year's.
No, we wouldn't.
You want to bet?
One time, but
No, we used to always get a pitcher of sangria.
No, we did not. At Juan's, we've always gotten 2 for 1 in margaritas. She has dementia.
You're 37 now. You're forgetting things. My boobs are huge now. Actually, I do like that when I walk, they... I'm serious. Especially when I wear my boots that like kind of have a little... They make you kind of bounce. It's like,
Well, whenever you're not skeletal.
I know.
Speaking of, so I went to see Wicked 2, which I've been waiting for a year. There are very few movies that I can pay attention to, let alone have an emotional experience. The first real emotional experience was Greatest Showman. How much money would you guess that we spent collectively on going to see Greatest Showman and renting it? Probably at least $200 each.
Easy, yeah.
Because we saw it, I think, 5 times in
In
theaters.
yep. And then I bought it like 3 different times.
Because when we went to see Greatest Showman, we didn't really know what we were
No.
getting into, but
that first moment though.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
like nothing. We literally like,
Yeah.
what did we just?
I told you at my funeral, I want you to rent
And
out.
I told you I'm going to be dead, so you're going to have to tell someone else because I'm dying first.
But I don't have life insurance anymore, so you're going to have to pay for it.
Well,
So I got to go first.
no.
Otherwise, I won't have a funeral.
Yeah, you will. You have family.
I know, but
They'll pay for it.
I don't
That's
know
why
if they
I'm
would
gonna
rent
die
out a
first.
theater for The Greatest Showman, but you would.
I'm going to be dead already, but I hope that they will. Anyway,
Let's take bets on who's going to die.
so back in the day, we used to do this thing where because we still love going to movies. We need to do that more.
But there's no good movies.
There's not, but there used to be. And so in the winter, especially, we would go to the movies a lot. We would smuggle our wine, our snacks, and then we would like sneak into other movies. So we would get like multiple movies for one. So anyway, we'd go to Greatest Showman and we really had no idea. I don't even know if we watched the trailer. We were just like, we have nothing to do.
Yep.
When I say our lives changed in that moment, like we danced out of the theater. We were like crying. I have a video of me hanging from a light pole.
Yes.
And like the music, the story, everything. It's about people that don't fit in and helping the
everything. And the music was so good.
And like the music and Hugh Jackman and oh my God.
I know.
But Wicked was the first movie that matched that level for me when I saw it. And I think a lot of it had to do with like the fact that Alphabet and
the
Glenda we've been talking about how people will probably identify with one of us more than the other, but they'll see pieces of themselves. Surface level, Glenda is you and Alphabet is me, but there's definitely like shared intertwining pieces. I was like hysterical the entire time because one, the music. And then also I'm like watching this unconditional love friendship unfold. Hysterical. I think I saw the first one 3 times in the theater, but I've been so excited for the second one. I've never seen it on stage. I didn't even know what the second one was going to be about. From the first moment, I was like, In Greatest Showman and the first Wicked, the first moment it opens, I am like, and I can feel it in my body. And also that feeling that music can make us have or movies can make us have, the goosebumps and all of it. I didn't know this till recently. It's like a pretty rare feeling to have. I
saw that too, yeah.
I would have been totally satisfied with the ending of the first one. But then on top of that, we've had 2 different episodes on body dysmorphia, and they've been so suppressed. Every single YouTube short that we've posted about eating disorders has been literally banned.
Right.
We've talked about rape, drugs, sex, every other kind of thing that could be
politics a little bit.
We've talked about so much shit and that has never, ever been flagged, never been removed. And YouTube, every single short, I appealed and then they still denied it. And they said it was against their self-harm policies. It didn't matter that I put on the video and in the caption, this is a lived experience about our recovery, eating disorder recovery journey. This is for awareness, this is for education. It didn't matter. And then as all of that is happening, all of a sudden, unless it's been going on and we just haven't seen it, but I literally feel like it just all of a sudden is like,
Well, and the wild thing is too, when we filmed the eating disorder episode, that was the
Months ago.
3rd or 4th episode that we ever filmed. We just had it on standby, but we just didn't feel the calling, I think, at that point to air it.
Come on. There you go. It just kind of like worked out. Universe got over Taylor Swift, just kind of held it. Then all of a sudden that lines up with Wicked coming out. And it's not just Wicked. It's so many celebrities that are now this heroin chic.
Well, the fact that that term is even resurfacing.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Do you remember it being called that back then? Because I don't remember
it was
being
a big
called
90s thing, I remember.
But was it actually called Heroin Chic?
It was. Kate Moss was.
I remember how skinny she was, but I guess I just don't remember the term.
Yeah. First of all, those 2 words put together, that's such like a brainwashing.
Glamorizing drugs, like glamorizing being skinny. She was going to come to Wicked 2. She was overwhelmed with work and life and didn't come. But I was texting you during it, all of these millions and millions and millions of dollars are poured into this production. And we have Cynthia, who's Alphaba, and we have Ariana, who's Glenda. They are both, if you look at them side by side, you can tell very much matching each other's energy when it comes to their bodies. But Cynthia's, all of her wardrobe, everything is hiding her. So you can't really tell that she's so skinny.
In the second one?
In the second one. She obviously is, because we can see her body now. And we know that her and Ariana very much have like fallen into, I mean, I think it's probably the same as like when you and I have been like kind of sick together and we don't realize. You just don't realize if it's your best friend and you're trauma bonded and you're in an experience together, you don't realize it.
Right.
And it becomes like an almost unspoken, like thinspo right in front of you.
Right.
Versus if you have a friend that's bigger than you, then you're like, okay, well, I'm still skinny.
Right.
You know what I mean? In the movie, it's like they made a choice that clearly they could have made the same choice for Ariana, and they didn't. And every single dress is cut off the shoulder. Every single, the way the lighting is, there's moments where the lighting is coming behind her and she's so skinny that you can see it's like it's beyond her collarbone. It's like where it's, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's just the bone.
Yep.
And these moments that should be so magical and about the music and about the story, and all I can see is her breathing and every single bone showing. I mean, she's like beyond Mary-Kate skinny.
Yeah.
And at the end, and this is what really fucking pissed me off, because it was already pissing me off, because I could tell that they cut her wardrobe like specifically to do that. They could have had dresses that were more covered.
Right, yeah.
They cut them off the shoulder. At the very end, when she is like the princess of everything, they have blinged out where it's not even a bone. It's a hole because she's starving to death. It's right here. They put like 5 diamonds on each side.
Yep.
And it's literally glamorizing, glorifying.
And keep in mind, young girls.
That's
like this
all
is Mary-Kate and Ashley all over again.
All I could think about. I was driving home and thinking, I swear to fucking God, if another generation, like I will do everything I fucking can to get our stories out there and to make sure that people know that this isn't normal, because that is their Mary-Kate. And there are moms that are taking their daughters. There are high school girls that are going. There are little girls that have looked up to Ariana for decades. She's always been tiny. There's a difference between being tiny and being sick. She is sick. Literally, she's sick.
And people thought she was sick. Even in the first one, people were like, is she
for sure.
Like, is she okay? And I didn't even, honestly, at first, I wasn't even thinking eating disorder. I was like, is she dying? Like, does she have some sort of...
Well, and I'll show you tonight. Whenever they're doing their rehearsals, they both look so healthy and normal.
Yeah.
And then once they've moved to the set, that's whenever they both started to lose a lot of weight. It was like, I think 2 years or something of them just filming.
Yeah.
Maybe a year and a half. Right now, if I didn't want to see it with you, I would never watch it again.
Right.
But I still love the first one. But that was such a distraction of every single costume is like bones.
Yeah.
They chose to highlight that.
Well, and I saw a post, she was saying, I'm not thin shaming. However, when your sternum is protruding in a movie that is targeted towards young girls, we have an issue.
I think it was after Wicked 1, Ariana had released a statement saying like, maybe we just need to not talk about women's bodies. And I understand that to a degree. When people are saying, I'm concerned, I'm scared for her, I'm concerned about her health, I'm concerned about what this is doing. And all of the people that are talking about it are millennials. Why do you think that is? Because we've already lived through this. We do not need to drive this narrative. We lived it. We still have to live with it.
And I'm really, really thankful that we live in a time where people are talking about it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when Mary Kate was around and Nicole Richie, no one really talked about it in the sense of concern. It was more so like,
Well, there wasn't an outlet to do that either.
right.
Really, it was used to further drive the skinny
Yep.
narrative,
Well, and I think
which
about it
was media
too.
driven through everyone. Why
Right.
do you think she
Right.
became that way?
And I feel like this would have felt kind of like a one-off if it weren't for the fact that I get ads daily
Oh, yeah.
of fit girls, like fitness models, advertising Ozempic.
Yeah.
And they're saying, I live an active lifestyle, I'm healthy, I'm fit, but I just couldn't get those last 5 pounds off. Just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Well, and what's frustrating for me about that, because I'm on GLP-1. I've been on one for over a year and it changed my life in the best way. Like, it feels to me like when people try to use like trauma to make money or whatever,
Aesthetic.
I like genuinely have things wrong with my body that
Probably because
are
you had an eating disorder,
that
so it fucked up your
probably, yeah,
metabolism.
and trauma and everything else
Yeah.
and hormones and whatever, that once I was able to have access to this, I was like, okay, this is completely changed the way my body processes everything.
Right.
The way my inflammation is. Like, when I make bad choices and I eat bad and I drink, I still feel puffy. It's
Right.
not like semaglutide is going to like magically cure that.
Right.
But it gives me the ability to like have control, at least over my thoughts. Now I don't think about food in the same way.
Right.
Like, the food noise is a real thing. April texted me and she said, the day before Thanksgiving, I would understand how we're being targeted if we're just talking about algorithms.
Right.
Because we've been talking to each other on our apps about eating disorders, about being fat, whatever. She hasn't.
Right.
So she said the day before Thanksgiving, all she was saying was like funny Thanksgiving stuff, funny reels. The day after Thanksgiving, every single post that she saw,
Yep.
every single one, she's scrolling and it's all ads. Influencers, it's fitness models saying, lose 20 pounds by January, get on
Like,
a GLP-1.
none of them are overweight. None of them
Athlete.
have weight that they need to lose.
Right.
None of them are unhealthy. They're normalizing being skin and bones.
An epiphany I'm having in the moment.
I love epiphanies.
The skinny thing was our epidemic, basically. We became more body positive, and then it became about how your face is. But then now people are like, I don't like how this is aging. We're getting too filled up. And so now the only way we can make women still spend money, if they're going to be okay with their bodies and if they're going to think that their faces don't need filler and don't need Botox, we need to reverse the narrative.
Yep.
And instead of semaglutide being a great thing that can help people who actually have an issue with weight,
Right.
now it's let's make it accessible to the middle and lower class so that there's something they can put their money into, because now people don't want to spend as much money on filler.
Yep.
They don't want to spend as much money on Botox. They're not getting BBLs. If you think about it, people don't get their boobs done anymore.
I wonder if all the Miami housewives that have had a bunch of fat put in their ass, I wonder if they're going to get it sucked out.
I'm sure. I mean, all the Kardashians have.
Sucked out?
Yeah.
They shrank their asses?
They got it sucked out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
Like, they're not, it's kind of disgusting, truly, but they kind of are the trendsetters. And once they started getting skinny,
Yeah.
which is obviously not normal skinny, like, you can tell they got arm lipo.
Duh. You don't, women's,
Which I would get
body
too.
stores fat just in your ass.
Well, and you can see when you look at their abs, you can tell they're like,
and
they're
like,
made.
for what though? For what? Why are we doing this?
Because,
You know what I mean? Like, for what?
and you sent me that disgusting looking man, and you were
Which
like,
one?
I can't remember. I don't know who it was. I think it was somebody from a housewife show or something. And you were like, here women have to worry
Oh,
about.
yeah.
And
He
then
wasn't
was like,
disgusting. It was Shep Rose from Southern
well,
Charm.
but he has a dad bod.
He has
There's
a dad bod, but
there's
he's, like,
nothing attractive
considered-
about him.
I've never found him attractive. Shep Rose, I've never found you attractive. But women like die over him. And I'm thinking, okay, here's this man that women are literally throwing themselves at with a dad. And I don't even like using the term dad bod, because that's like he has a body that
I don't care. They don't have to have any sort of body
But
shaming. Use it. Dad bod.
But then the girl that's trying to hit on him looks like a fucking supermodel. It's like, what?
And she is supposed to have a perfect body, and he's okay to have a dad bod.
Exactly. So
Just
we're gonna
so
normalize
annoying.
non-mom bods.
Yeah.
Why can't we just be okay in our bodies? Why?
Yeah.
Ugh.
We need to email Oprah again, and I feel like this is a really good episode that Oprah needs to have with us.
Oprah, I've messaged you about 750,000
Oprah.
times.
We just really...
I've tagged you in many, many posts.
Yes, it is true.
I know where you went to high school.
You know what? One of my big regrets of early Nashville is that her dad, Oprah's dad's barbershop, was open until like 5 or 6 years ago. And he literally still cut hair there in East Nashville.
Should have gone.
I know.
But he still lives here. We can find his house. Oprah, don't put it past us.
We will. We're getting desperate.
We'll deliver letters every day.
Every day.
Dear Oprah.
Dear Oprah's dad. Would you like to?
But for real, it's just really
friends.
fucking sad, man. Especially
And as a pattern recognizer, what's happening right now, it's like every single thing in my brain is like, this is the same. Like, I forgot we had the exact same Thinspo pictures. We could have been on the same fucking message boards and not known it. This is exactly the same thing, except it's not in tabloids. Because we didn't have social media. Like, I remember seeing like Kirsten Dunst and thinking that she was thicker just because she had boobs and she was curvier, but she was literally this big with a flat stomach. Yeah. But what we were being fed at that point, the only way we could be fed anything was tabloids.
Yep.
We were being fed this like super skinny narrative. Somehow our brains absorbed that to be able to literally look at someone on a screen and say, wow, it's good for her for being able to be thick.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not.
No.
But we literally thought that.
Yeah.
And it's happening again. Like, what's her face? You know, I'm all about that bass.
Oh, yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
bass.
Meghan Trainor. I saw a commercial with her.
And she looks...
She looks like a completely different
I'm
human
all
being.
about, like lose weight, get in shape, girlfriend. But,
I understand why hippies are hippies now. I understand why people...
That's true.
Create communes that they live in without TV and magazines because we weren't designed to look a certain way. We weren't designed to...
Well, we also weren't designed to absorb so much information.
No.
And to be exposed to so much information.
No. Why are they pushing this narrative of what you need to look like? What is going on behind the veil that they want to keep us so occupied on what we look like? Like, fuck off. Fuck the fuck off. And thank God we are the age that we are because at this point, honestly, sometimes I feel fat, but at the end of the day, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Like I literally don't fucking care. This is my body. This is my skin. Like, it doesn't make sense.
The moment that they being the powers that be, capitalism,
it's all
the
about
government,
money.
whatever.
Like you said, it's money.
What demographic spends the most money?
Women.
There is something at all times that we have to keep up with. The internal rage that I felt when we are sharing these very vulnerable stories that I don't even think that we understood the impact that they had. Everything else in our lives has seemed so much bigger, but then even watching us unpack it and understanding like we were kids.
Yep.
And we were literally starving ourselves to death or vomiting in a Ziploc bag. Yeah. We were children doing that.
Yeah.
That was the reality that we lived in, but everything else trauma-wise has been so much worse that we just have like suppressed it and not even thought about it. And now they're trying to set another generation up for that. Because look how much money we've spent because we're so insecure. The next thing, whenever the next thing came out, we were already so broken from them telling us what size our body should be.
Yep.
That we were like, okay, well, our faces are too wrinkled and our lips are too small.
Yep.
Also, if you think about it too, in our day, breast implants, where everybody got them. If you think about it now, how many people do you know that currently?
A lot.
I don't see fake boobs as much.
I do.
Giant boobs.
See a lot of fake boobs.
Really?
Yeah.
We're on totally different algorithms.
Yeah.
I don't see fake boobs as much as I see face stuff.
I see both. But they've gotten so good at implants now that they don't look like fucking porn star boobs. I mean, Nicole Richie has fake boobs. but they look natural. They fit her body. I feel like a lot of women don't talk about that, though. Like, it's easier for them to talk about Botox and filler, but they're not going to talk about their tits.
I know, but why? Because it's all the same.
Because they probably want people to think it's natural. We're done altering our bodies.
I do need Botox.
No, every morning while I'm getting ready for work, I turn on something lighthearted that makes me happy. I've watched Schitt's Creek 1,000 times, Modern Family. I'm on this new show called The Big C, and it's about this woman who has cancer. And it's like
So lighthearted?
It's like a dramedy, like a comma dramedy.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Comma-romedy?
I have not partaken in the devil's lettuce yet. But even just watching that, we all have timestamps. We all have an expiration date. Why are we so... And I say this like objectively, but also like I'm a part of it because I look in the mirror and criticize myself trying to keep up with these standards. For what?
I know.
For what? Just so that I can die with a fucking taut forehead and full lips? For what? For what? It's this narrative is it's a hamster wheel that we all are on. I'm not shaming anybody that's on it. I'm just saying, why the fuck are we on it to begin with?
What's next? And the reality is like
robots.
But Jesus Christ.
Loves you. You catch that.
The reality is nothing is next. It's just going to be repeated. From the time of like Marilyn Monroe, she was praised as the ideal female body. And she was like a size 10 or 12, curvy, voluptuous, had boobs, had rolls when she sat down. And she was literally looked at as this icon of a female body. A couple decades later, that changes. And it's like
Kate Moss.
From that, we go to the Kardashians and BBLs because science advanced enough that we can make you have a different body than what you were born with. But then everybody got tired of that. So then once they get tired of that, well, then we got to go back to skinny. It's like every 20, 30 years.
As soon as women stop spending money on altering their bodies,
as soon as
there's
they start
a problem.
Feeling confident.
That's why we should all just walk around naked in the streets.
Felicia would be thrilled with that.
I actually would be thrilled. I love being naked.
She does love being naked.
But for real,
I don't
though.
like being naked. I like being cozy and covered.
Why?
Because I don't like being naked.
Why?
I don't like it.
Why?
It doesn't feel free to me. It feels scary.
Why?
I don't know.
You do know.
I don't know.
It's in your noggin somewhere.
Why don't you like clothes?
Because I don't like things touching me.
Noggin somewhere.
I don't like things touching me.
Well, I like things touching me. That makes me feel safe. Why do you like to be naked?
Because then I'm free. I'm going to join a hippie commune at some point. Or just walk around naked and get arrested.
You know what's so ironic about Felicia is the fact that she's the coldest human that's ever existed.
That's why I need to be in a tropical climate. So if
but,
you're in Hawaii and watching this,
but back in the day, ooh,
marry me.
Yeah, yeah.
Hit me up on Raya.
With an apartment in New York, so you can live 50-50.
As long as you have a sauna in your apartment, bring my sweat bag.
She did buy a sweat bag, a sauna bag. So she literally every time, it's actually really cute. You go, all right, I'm getting in my sweat bag. If I don't answer for 30 minutes, I'm not dead. Then you're doing your nails while you're in it.
I took like probably, I don't know how many years off my life because I don't actually know what's in a vape, but I probably took something off my life. So I'm trying to make up for lost time because I don't want, if my premonition is true and if I die before 40, I have approximately probably 245 days. If I'm right, hold on. I need to say something real fast. Keep talking.
I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I think a version of you
from November
is definitely
1st,
gonna die.
2005
in Nashville.
To
Duh.
No, because it hasn't been 100 days since my birthday. 365 days in a year.
That's me. I'm not a math whiz.
Man, 335 days. I got 335 days left to live according to my
I just feel like
self.
Our premonition that we're not going to live past 40 is correct because we're going to start a new life in New York City.
That's true.
And this life will be left in the past.
This life will be
Farewell, Nashville. We love you. We don't love you now. We loved you
I'm
before.
sick of Nashville.
Which is a great segue into reminiscing.
She's old now. She's getting real old.
Because, I might be
37.
I might be.
I'm so old. Bitch.
What I was going to say is I might be black cat energy with my golden retriever energy. That's what the Gen Zs call it.
Really?
They say every.
Oh, you hear that?
No, it's because I moved her. They say every black cat needs a golden retriever, and your golden retriever.
I can't wait to get a dog.
Felicia's gonna get a puppy. Not a puppy. Not a puppy.
Can I pee real
A
fast?
small dog. Yeah.
Bye.
Just whenever you get up, just make sure it's still recording. Thank you for the lovely bouquet. Come here, sweetheart.
I'm not super overstimulated this time, at least, except for by my.
See,
I'm not gonna talk about it because we're body positive.
I may be
Almost 40.
a pessimistic and logical and sometimes not super positive and emotional person, but I am a sentimental bitch. So what I did is I went down a little rabbit hole last night and I found our videos from Arrington.
Oh, our bachelor submission.
November 26th, 2013.
Chills. Wait, how many years?
I haven't watched it.
12 years ago. Literally 12
I haven't
years
watched
ago.
any of these.
Okay, so we've been at this winery. It's real, we're so proper, so prestigious. We're on our second bottle.
Our second bottle.
Don't point.
Don't point.
Kip Moore has a stocking here. He wishes. Felicia just headbutted me. All right, so we're gonna drink this glass of wine.
I'm obsessed.
Look at my face.
We were cute. Stop.
I'm just a little.
Okay.
Oh.
Anymore.
Oh, look at us.
Wait. I'm gonna edit this whole clip in.
Whoa.
Oh, my eyebrows were so thick.
You want to go for a walk in the vineyards?
Why do you have no voice? We probably went out the night before.
In the vineyards.
Like we're babies.
My best friend. Okay, walking. We're walking. No, this way. This is the vineyard. No.
How did you find this?
Hey, wait, let's do
It was in my iCloud.
You have to. Felicia's wearing heels.
Of course she is. Oh my god!
Okay.
They're like 5-inch heels.
Oh. The sign says, please do not pick the grapes.
There's no
There
grapes
no-
to pick.
No grapes.
There's no grapes because it's winter time. It's cold. I'm cold.
Oh, I remember that shirt.
Does it look like California?
Does it look like California?
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially this part.
Oh, my cowboy
California.
boots.
So we had only known each other for less than a year at that point.
For like a year and
No.
a year. Bachelor.
Well, yeah, I know
Bachelor.
you.
Tell me about your previous relationships.
So, about that. So I've never really, been in a relationship.
Oh, little does she know.
I mean, okay, 6 or 7, but, that doesn't count.
Do you know what love means in your heart, life?
Love means, when there's one scoop of ice cream left. Me, I get it.
Tell me how you feel about, fitness.
Fitness?
I just like to eat.
So, what's your ideal date restaurant, guys? Do you like, McDonald's, or do you like,
Your ideal restaurant? Do you like McDonald's?
White
Oh,
Castle.
okay,
So you're saying,
what is an expensive meal
thing.
for you?
the salad bar at TGI Friday?
Wait, do they have a salad bar?
Yeah.
Love some salad.
Love.
That's so expensive. But if we were
That's so expensive.
Do you think that I'm attractive? I know that I have a double chin, but, do you like my personality? Like, I
This is
have
our first date.
$17 million.
Here's the
But I have
thing,
17 million.
I'm gonna pass your triple chin, like, that doesn't trouble me, like.
Triple, I said I had double. What do you mean triple? You mean I have a triple chin?
Like, I love you no matter what.
Oh.
Look how cute you
With
are.
your hair blown in the wind.
Oh God,
You're so
the
emo.
eyeliner.
I know, I
deal.
love it.
Why should we choose you for the Bachelorette?
Obviously, because I'm so beautiful. But also because I'm classy and I always wear high heels.
Always.
I love sparkles and diamonds. I love sushi. I love anything fancy. I love city things. I love, like, city streets. I love being, like,
She's
saucy
wearing
and, like,
cowboy
using
boots
chopsticks.
at a venue.
How do you
Cloth
feel?
napkins.
How do you feel about Obama?
Go black people. I love the gays. I love that they have rights in Washington and in New York and in California. I love that weed is legal in Colorado now.
Yeah, weed
I love that you can go in the mountains and be high and literally be high in Colorado.
What a time!
I
The
love
funniest thing about this is we sound like Donald Trump when we're talking.
We didn't even
The
mean to.
gays.
I love the gays. There's also the Brett Eldridge one. Hold on.
I can see you move a little closer. Don't you?
I love that. Look how
I know.
young and just like,
And
we didn't give a shit.
We also were just like living our life.
Yeah.
We didn't care about anything.
No,
else.
but also something I do see, which is a huge full circle moment, is you could tell in our eyes we were happy together, but we also were like hurting.
Yeah. But I think that's why we found like so much peace with each
Right?
other, because
Yeah.
you can tell even in like the way that we joke and stuff, like
Yeah.
it's the same thing that we do now.
Yeah.
It makes me like have a lot of feelings
I
to see
know.
us in that version of us, because we're still the same.
We've been through
It's
it
just
all.
like literally to look at them and to know like back then we were like in the winery making like bachelor fucking videos. And if we could like go back in time and tell them like what we've lived through,
Yeah.
holy fucking shit. Like, wow, they have no idea.
Right?
You can tell there's so much hurt in us, but also that we're so alive with each other. That's how we always were.
Yep.
Why we lived so freely then, I think. 'Cause
Yeah.
we didn't have everything else. Instagram was like barely a thing. Facebook existed, but like social media didn't rule the world.
Right.
There was
right.
no place to post videos. Like I took videos because I just love documenting everything. I've always been that way.
Right. I feel like we just were like living life. And I don't know if this is just like a part of being an adult. I don't look forward to things the same way that I
Yeah.
used to. Concerts, I love. I look forward to them. But even the last few I've been to, it hasn't been the same type of
come with, like, a
feeling.
dread.
It's just I don't wake up feeling like it's Christmas morning
Yeah.
like I used to. And like when did that shift happen?
I don't know.
And I want to look forward to things. And I do. I'm not taking anything I have for granted, but you get what I mean. It's like
But there used to be
excitement. Like
I-
nothing is exciting
I do
anymore.
think for us, I think that, and we won't know until we go somewhere else, but
New York.
I do think, obviously in New York, I do think that like when we move
Mhm.
to New York, I think that we will feel that way. We will wake up and be like, let's go for a walk.
Yep.
I saw this couple, they met in New York. They had a family, and then they were like, basically, I think it was because of like their family pressure, because they're from the Midwest, that they were like, we can't raise kids here. This isn't good for kids. So they moved back to like Kansas or something.
Right.
And the TikTok was this like really dramatic sound that was like, no one talks about how hard it is to go from this. I still have some. No one talks about how hard it is to go from this, and it's just like clips of New York. It's like them with their family in New York to just like driving down a fucking freeway, like what we do. I never clicked like the captions. It was on Instagram. I never clicked on the captions, and I clicked on it. It was this long caption, and she was basically saying like everybody back home talks about how awful it would be to raise kids in New York and whatever. But what nobody understands is that when you live in New York, you walk outside of your door and the whole world is in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to do anything else.
Yep.
You can walk outside of your door and you have the energy of millions of people. You have the option to go to a park, to walk somewhere, to get on a train, to go wherever you want. Like the world is literally in front of you. And when I walk outside, I'm trapped in a fucking subdivision. When you walk outside, you're in Nashville that is not a fucking walkable city, that nothing about Nashville is an exciting city.
No, not
anymore. There's nothing, no. And I think a lot of that excitement, I think that still lives in us.
And I'm thankful that we got to feel it at the beginning and feel how Nashville felt when it was genuine.
It really was
yeah,
amazing back then.
It was
like,
so good.
It was like I felt like I was living in a dream.
Yep.
And now it's like a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Well, and it doesn't help that every influencer and their mom has moved here. You know what I mean?
I need
like
to make sure it's recording.
It's become. I left California for a reason, and that's.
Now they all come here.
Yeah. I remember one of the biggest things whenever I first moved here was how genuine it felt and how everybody wanted, like, they came here to make friends.
We could go downtown, midtown. Well, that's not the place we went. But, like, we knew everybody.
Right. Because everyone was trying to make friends and everyone was, like, open to making friends. It just felt like a family. But now it feels like
even the way people socialized.
Yep.
It was just a completely different
It was
experience.
very, very genuine.
Nashville reminiscing stories. And then we'll wrap it up and watch ourselves. And if you haven't watched the last episode, which is the WWC Rewind, please watch it because we're hilarious and we want you to enjoy it with us. Felicia hasn't watched it yet. I'm excited. So what made me like initially think about the Nashville reminiscing was that I was on my birthday. I was by myself, per usual. And I was just like, wow, when's the last time that I've had a birthday that I like actually, because I don't care about birthdays.
I really don't either.
I think that people that have been celebrated and that have a very healthy family dynamic, they really like birthdays because they're used to being celebrated. And so they take it as their day to be celebrated. They also like embrace being celebrated and they want to be celebrated. And I think that's a little bit hard for us to be the center of attention in that way. Being celebrated is not normal for us. That's never been a reality for us.
I also don't feel the need to be celebrated, though.
I know, but if you were celebrated all throughout, if there was a day every year in your childhood that you got to have a birthday party and got to be celebrated and got to have presents and got to have treats, consistent thing throughout your entire childhood, that becomes the normal thing that you want for yourself.
Right.
So I think that there's a deeper reason why we don't like birthdays or don't care about birthdays, but we are who we are, so we're just never going to really care. But I was just thinking, when is like the last birthday that I remember being like, wow, what a great birthday. You were in Texas. So my birthday lands either like right before Thanksgiving or right after Thanksgiving. And back in the day, none of us left, but we were on Broadway, of course. Why would we not have been? And I remember it was dead. It was so dead. We went to Honky Tonk because I was picking the places. So why would I not go to Honky Tonk Central? We go up to the third floor of Honky Tonk. And also important thing to note that before I moved to Nashville, I found Kacey Musgraves singing Merry-Go-Round on YouTube. Literally like maybe had 5,000 views. She was like unsigned, not famous at all. And I became like obsessed with her. I was like, she's going to be so famous. Her songwriting is amazing. And so I started following her and she was always at Santa's. So then I started going to Santa. I made friends with a DJ who he goes by Ichabod.
I remember him.
And there's been like several times in my first years of Nashville where people had stopped me and been like, oh my God, are you Lauren Elena? So we go up to the third floor of Honky Tonk and Ichabod's there. And I'm like, oh my, and I'm drunk. And I'm like, oh my, Ichabod. And he's like, oh my God, haven't seen you in so long. And so we have a drink, we start chatting, and he's like, you know, it's so crazy. And I will never forget this because, again, when I moved to Nashville, my whole goal was to be a songwriter. So I like loved this songwriter group that was like Kacey Musgraves, Old Dominion, Lori McKenna, Shane McAnally, a group of like 12 of them. All of these songwriters that I just loved and admired so much. And Kacey Musgraves, he's like, yeah, funny story. Anytime that you came into Santa's, I would text the group and be like, oh, Lauren Elena 2.0 is here.
Aww.
And he like scrolled back and showed me. And then I can see everyone in the group message. And I'm like, oh my God, they all know like who I am, even though they don't know who I am. Right. And I'm just like, of course, a sentimental drunk bitch. And I'm like, you just make me so happy to see you. And because at this point, Nashville had like started to change a little bit. And he was like, do you want to come to Santa's? Like we're Kacey's having a thing. If you want to come, like you can come with me. And I was like, really? So Kacey Musgraves is having on my birthday, having like a private party at Santa's. Ichabod's like, yeah, just meet me there. All I know is I walked into Santa's, and at this point I had never met Kacey. And I sat down at like the back booth, and I started chatting with this nice old lady who's Kacey's grandma.
Oh.
And we start talking, and she's like just bragging about Kacey. Kacey's like singing karaoke. This has to be a dream. So then I finally work up the courage, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ask her if I can take a selfie. There's mixed reviews on meeting some people. And I understood that Kacey is more of like an introvert, and I wasn't going to be offended if she was rude or mean or anything. I was just going to be like, I respect you. So I went up and I was like, I'm just so sorry. Like, I don't want to bother you. Do you think maybe like I'm friends with Ichabod? Can I maybe take a picture? I also like a drowned rat because it was raining that night. So she took a picture, and then she was like, look at it, see if you like it. And I was like, she's like, let's take another one. And she like used her phone flash thing. It was like a thing you could hook on the phone so you get a better picture. And it was just like one of those moments in Nashville. And I've had so many of those moments where I'm like, I can't believe this feels like something that shouldn't be real.
Right.
But I had so many of those moments back then.
Right.
Even like meeting Miranda.
Yep.
And you weren't there. I think you were gone for that one too.
Mm-hmm.
So, Miranda. I love Miranda more than life. I love her. I mean, I loved Carrie more than Miranda at first, but then reality hit. I've broken up with her.
I think
Carrie's like a relationship where you can look back and be like,
well, I think fame
I respect
people
your
differently.
music and what you did for me and what you inspired in me, but I also am kind of glad that I didn't meet her because I feel like that would have not been the best experience. But Brittany was moving. It was her going away. This is red hair era. So you know that I was going through it. We went to Whiskey Jam. Whiskey Jam always started at Winners and then moved to Losers. And Brittany disappeared, and then she came back. And I just remember she was so serious. And she came over and she goes, I need you to focus. Because I was drunk. She goes, Miranda's at Losers. She like didn't even get to say anything else. And I literally took my beer and I was like, chugged the whole thing. And I was like, I gotta go. And she was like, I need you. You need to not talk to her. I can't handle your life being ruined. And I was like, she won't. I have one chance. I was that dramatic. I'm not kidding.
No, I believe it.
I literally chugged my beer and I sprinted down the ramp from Winners up to Losers. And when you walk into Losers, if you've never been, there's one big table in the middle that's right in front of the stage.
And if they ever take that out,
if they ever ruin Losers,
we'll burn the building
literally
down.
We'll burn it down. Literally. We're already mad enough about Winners. If you fuck with Losers, like if they do it after we move to New York,
we don't even
fine.
go to Losers anymore though because it sucks now.
Yeah, it does. But at least just let us have one fucking thing.
Nashville
one
sucks.
thing. And I spot her immediately. And she's at the table. I have no plan. But this is where truly like my intuition just back then especially. Because I had no, and this goes back to like the autistic thing. I had to really learn when I moved to Nashville how to mask around people because I didn't understand like how to socialize in different with people from different cultures or different like backgrounds. I was just like, I didn't know how to do that.
Right.
So I had to learn how to acclimate myself. And in moments like this, it's literally like a higher power. The universe took over my body and I walked around the side of the table and she had people all around her. There was a little gap And I reached in and I literally just like grabbed her arm. She looked at me and I made eye contact with her. And I was like, I don't want to bother you. I just wanted to tell you, like, thank you for your music.
Aww.
And the person, there was like 2 people that were like, I don't know if they were friends or bodyguards or what. And they were like, she's not talking to anybody.
Ew.
And she literally goes,
Fuck off.
she literally pushed them aside and she pulled me to her and like pulled me into the table. So like there's a stool and I'm standing in front of her and it's like me eye to eye with her. It's literally gonna make me cry. Because it's like, it was literally like one of the most like special moments in my life. But she pulled me in and I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't want to make a scene. I don't want to bother you. But her last album that came out, Terry, because after my accident, like I couldn't drive. And so Terry would come pick me up and drive me out to their house and we would listen to that album. And then whenever he died, there's a song that's her and Blake Shelton wrote it about his brother that died. And the months perfectly line up with like someone dying in December and then mid-February being scary. We played it at his funeral, but like I had listened to that song with him so many times. Now I can't even remember what it's fucking called because I'm buzzed. Anyway, I told her we played her song at my dad's funeral and I've just loved you for so long and I thank you, basically. And she just hugged me and was like, thank you for telling me that. And then she was like, do you want to take a picture? And I was like, yeah. And I handed them my phone and her people were like, she's not taking pictures. And she was like, take a picture. And we took a picture and then she hugged me again and she was like, I'm so glad I met you. And I walked out. This is the best part. I walked out. Brittany's standing at the bar and she's like horrified. And as soon as I walk out, I'm sobbing. And I just like sprint to the back room. And so Brittany thinks that Miranda's ruined my whole life. Right. And so she follows me. She's horrified. She follows me. She's like, what happened? And I was like, she was so nice. And she's like, oh, thank God. And then she just like leaves, goes back to the bar to get shots. And I'm just like in the back room at a table, just sobbing hysterically, like the most perfect interaction I ever could have had with her.
Right, literally.
And it's because the universe knew I needed to meet her and that needed to be the exchange. And that will be how it is when we meet Oprah.
I wish I'd been there.
I know.
I would have slept with one of her bodyguards, though.
I'm going to insert a picture of us, too. I do have red hair, but we look like we're best friends. And we actually kind of look like twins, too. It's really cute. Whenever we'd walk down Broadway and people would be like, oh, my God, twins.
The alto in her voice.
What's your
I have nothing to top that.
What's the thing you miss most?
I don't know. Parking on Broadway to go to American Apparel.
Oh my God. Wait. Who were you making out with in the bathroom whenever I met Red Hat?
Oh, Andy Davis. He's not famous, but he like has a following.
Still currently?
Yeah. I love that I remember his name. Why would I remember his name? Because I remember I took him into the boys' bathroom because it was a single star. Remember? I mean, all my stories are just like. I don't think any of them have sentimental value. It's just
you've had some like
I have not had any
weird Nashville experiences, but I just don't think that
none of them are sentimental. And none of them are sentimental. I've interacted with so many celebrities, but none of it means anything to me.
We've had a few that are like core memories because they were like so ironic and funny.
Right.
Brett Eldridge.
Right.
And we're doing laundry
at the laundromat because I didn't have laundry in my apartment. So we went there one day.
And we were like, we're just going to be,
we were just going to be trolls. In the washing machine. We went to the bar that's no longer there. And some drunk dude was hitting on me.
R.I.P. Rebar. I knew who he was. And Brett Eldridge was drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
And hitting on her.
I remember he grabbed my arm.
Yeah.
And he's like, what does this say? I don't think I really answered because I was so irritated. Because I was like, this guy's really cute. And he's acting really fucking stupid right now.
He was really trashed.
What do you hope that this 37th trip around the sun brings?
My only sole focus of 2026 is the podcast. Also, going to New York so that we can recapture the energy.
What do you hope for the podcast?
Like the first time recently, I think I finally have been able to let go of the mind fuckery of like, and I say that and then I'm still going to spiral over analytics, but I truly feel it in a deeper level of like, there was something about whenever I finally understood like this is a grassroots movement. It's not about going viral. It's not about having millions of followers. It's about reaching people at the right time in the right place. And it might be a slower speed at first, but they're going to tell their friends and their friends and their friends, and those people are going to be with us. It's not about the number. It's not about the analytics. It's about the meaning behind the analytics. Being able to see that like 10 people followed us from a video that has 500 views about eating disorders. Those 10 women all have had eating disorders. Because if they watched that and they followed us, they felt something. And they're going to be the ones that are going to go back and they're going to watch all of it. And they're going to be like, I had a bad relationship. I've been in foster care. I've had a narcissistic mom. I think every single thing that has happened for us with the podcast has been to teach us a lesson, to prepare us. And I think we went viral right away so that we could have to work through this. Yeah. Even just being able to say, I value those 10 followers so much more than I value 1,000 that just want sensationalism. Those are the people that are going to make a change with us. And all that I want in the next year is to stay consistent in what we're doing, stay consistent in every single aspect of what we're doing, and watch those people find us, because I know they will. Yep. And I know that that's going to, I mean, hopefully the Rolling Stone thing comes out and that will help us. But I also am not even like, I think at one point that I put that as like, oh, that's going to be the thing that gives us credibility. I don't think that's going to be the thing. I think that's going to be helpful for sure.
I feel like this time, literally, your birthday next year, we're going to be packing our shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to be like,
boxing
stuff up.
Yeah.
And like
I feel it so deeply that like I'm not scared anymore. I feel frustration when I see people going viral about shit that is fake.
Yep.
I feel frustration, but then whenever I actually think about it and I think about what going viral means, we had a moment that went viral, and I'm glad that it got us followers on TikTok, because then that makes us look more valuable, I guess. But like, are those 10,000 people that came from that video going to be the ones that follow us all the way to the end? Probably not. They just wanted to know some sensationalized shit about Nashville and who raped me. I'm just really like, I'm thankful for the journey and that it's been so much learning so fast, because I think we're both going into 2026 with a completely different view on things, which is going to give us a clear head to be able to really navigate it in the most authentic, level-headed, grounded way possible, to make the best decisions for us, the best decisions for the women and men, theys, she's, he's that we represent. This time next year is going to be a totally different story for us.
And it's so crazy. And cheers to us, because
Cheers to us.
Cheers, happy birthday, first of all. It's been 5 months. It's only been 5 months.
Yeah.
5 months. Not even a half of a year that we have been doing this, and
it's changed our lives already. And that's what, like,
hugely.
That's why it like literally makes me emotional to even think about, because I'm so proud of us, and I'm so proud of like even looking at our YouTube and seeing 16 episodes. Like, we did that. And people are going back and watching it, texting us about it and saying like, I'm binging it on Thanksgiving. I'm binging it while I'm doing this or whatever. Like, to be someone's comfort show, to be someone's friend when they don't have it, to be someone's I'm not alone. Everything that we're doing now, it's like something has completely shifted, where I am so aware that every single thing that we're doing, even if it only has 50 views right now, someday it will have 1 million, and that all of those people will be greatly affected by it.
Yep.
And it will be a community effort. We're already doing exactly what we wanted to do with this podcast. and that it took us some serious fucking like
we had to work
self-work
through a
and
lot
evolution and therapy
that
and
we
like
probably never would have. If you think about it, we never would have.
never. Yeah.
Ever.
And letting go of the things that like we have kind of been trained to think are normal, even validation wise. I mean, think of how much you've had to unlearn. I've had to unlearn of getting views, getting likes, getting followers, like that whole narrative that has been drilled into our heads of like we used to buy likes and followers for what fucking reason?
Yeah.
Just to look more popular. Almost whenever something gets more views, I'm almost becoming desensitized to it and I'm shifting my focus to like, but how many people have followed the ones that don't have views? Because 100 people last week.
Yep.
That 100 people is a lot of people that all have felt something that are going to tell their friends and their friends are going to tell their friends. And that matters so much more to
bots,
me than
humans.
a 5 million view on fake trauma.
Yep.
Thanks for being here.
We love you.
And remember, we went crazy.
And neither are you.
We're going to go watch our WWC Rewind ADHD Chaos Edition. And if you haven't, you should watch it.
Amen.
And I'm going to eat the rest of my Subway sandwich.
And this is us together. Sisters.
Sisters, twins.
Meant to be.
Bye. Have a good day.